Hey everyone, I'm Natalie and welcome back to my astrology channel. Today I want to talk again about Leo, the sign Leo. Because when I filmed that video, I kind of just did it quickly and put it out there to kind of finish my sun sign series. Because I'm the type of person that hates to start something new when I have something else that is not finished. So that was kind of gave Leo like the shitty end of the stick. And I want to redo that video because I feel like there was a lot that I left out about the sun sign Leo. So Leo is the 5th sign of the zodiac. So they rule over the 5th house. The 5th house in astrology represents entertainment. It represents pleasure. It represents how we have fun. So the way that you entertain yourself, the things you are entertained by, all of that stuff, like theater, art, romance, pleasurable things, fun things, happy things. Leo is a happy sign, but they're not without any depth. I think Leos can kind of confuse people because sometimes they come off a certain way that is different than who they actually are. Because the thing with Leo is they are prideful. And I don't even mean that in like a bad way. They just want to show first their best qualities before you get to know their maybe more bad qualities. So they kind of put up a front in a way, and they come off as very fun and outgoing and playful and charming, and they're not a bad sign. I think that there is a lot of Leo hate out there in the world, and I can understand it because I've definitely met some Leos that they like have to be dominant. But I think a lot of the times Leos kind of just have personalities that take some time to get used to. Because they're ruled by the sun. So the sun is like the biggest star, right? That we know of, I think. I mean, I'm not a fucking astronomer. I don't know about that. So if they're ruled by the sun, which is like this huge star of fire and heat, they go through life being this big star, or wanting to. They seek the spotlight and they actually enjoy the spotlight. Some of them can do like crazier things to get the spotlight, but I think Leos just like being the center of attention. And Leos who maybe didn't get that as children are the Leos who are a little bit more aggressive and pushy and unsympathetic towards other people, and they kind of just like bulldoze over people. Those are the Leos who probably have some inner conflicts. Leo is the sign of friendship. So it's fire, and it's fixed fire, and the fixed signs are more dependable than the other signs. Fixed is like it sticks to something. It's like glue. So Leos, when people come into their lives, they don't just let people all the way in completely. Because Leo also rules the heart of the body. Every sign has a body part, and Leo is the heart. So they can come off as prideful because they're trying to protect their heart. They're trying to protect who they are on the inside. And when this happens, they don't always let people in. It's not necessarily that they're secretive like Scorpio. They just care about themselves enough, and they respect themselves enough to where they're not gonna settle for people who don't meet their standards. And that's not always a bad thing. It's just more problematic for them when they expect too much. Like they expect perfection, and sometimes it just doesn't exist, what they're looking for, and they have a hard time just accepting love for what it is, for the ways that some people love, because they think that it should be in a way that they think that they deserve. And I'm not saying that Leos are undeserving of great love. Everybody is deserving of love, but Leos just, there's more to it. You can't just have their love. You have to give of yourself first and show them that you are worthy of them, and then they will let you in. And when they do, though, that's when you get to the heart of Leo. That's when you get to know the fun, playful, warm side of Leo that will entertain and will be funny and will tell you stories, make you laugh, make you happy. They like to include everyone. They don't like to have people left out. They like partying. They want to have a big group of people around them because it's the sign of friendship. It's a sign of, you know, pleasurable things. It's the happy sign. They're like the child of the zodiac. They just want to have fun in life, and they're very much like in the moment. They live in the moment, and they can find something to live for in any moment. So they get really irritated with people who are just like too worried about shit, or what they think isn't worth worrying about. They just don't like to be around people who are downers. So when they do let you in, though, they will be like really fun, and really they will care about you. It might not seem like they do so much because they will kind of put themselves first before they make sure anybody else is okay. But it doesn't mean that they are without love, because Leo, since it rules the heart, I think that they kind of are sensitive about their feelings, and I think that they can be a little bit more like emotional than people think. I think fire signs are emotional. That's just my opinion. I think the signs that aren't would be like earth and air. I think those are like more detached. They have their own way of processing shit. But I think water obviously is emotions, it's feeling. And fire, though, is like reactive. Fire is like sparks. So that's why I think fire signs are emotional. So Leos can get a little bit sensitive and a little bit hurt when they feel like they aren't getting attention or admiration or love from someone else that they feel like they have done a lot for. And that's why they can get kind of crazy, and they can get kind of like jealous. But I don't even want to say the word jealous. Like, it's just, they can get suspicious of people if they don't give them attention, if they don't give them some kind of acknowledgement. And that's something that a Leo has to go through in life, is being able to just be themselves and love themselves for who they are, and then in turn they can love people back for who they are as well. And when they do this, when they work through their insecurities, self-esteem issues, because just because they're the sun, I mean, yes, everything revolves around the sun, and people are naturally drawn to them because Leos are extremely charismatic and extremely like fun and charming, but it doesn't mean that they are without insecurities. And they are confident, but then they're like not confident. They worry about how their self-expression will be perceived. They just want to express themselves and be themselves, but it comes like they sometimes can worry a lot about what people think. And I'm not saying that it's only Leos. Obviously, everybody does that in some ways. But Leos sometimes, like, they want the recognition and the admiration so that they can feel like who they are is good and who they are is accepted. And it's similar to what Aquarius go through. I mean, if you understand the Aquarius sign, you can understand that part of Leo too. It's that axis in the zodiac. So the most important thing for Leos to do is to just be themselves, to just give of themselves generously, because they are really generous. They just kind of put up like a barrier though, because the way Leos love is like so strong and passionate. Like Leo is a strong sign. It's a very noticeable sign. You can't just like walk around being a Leo and have people not notice you. People do notice you. And maybe it's not always in the way that you want or for the things that you want people to notice you for, but they do and they will. And when you express yourself freely without worrying about stupid people's opinions, you are the biggest star of the zodiac. You are the fucking king and queen of the zodiac, and you can rule over anything, and people will love you because Leos love back a lot. And they're super protective. The way that they're protective of themselves when they care about someone, they are protective of people that way too. It's like a physical protectiveness. They'll physically fight someone for you. They don't care who it is. Seriously, if you love a Leo and you give to them generously, they will do the same for you times 100, because Leo is all heart. It's all passion and it's all happiness, and it's like the pure heart. No other sign really lives from their heart. They're all living through some other shit that is associated with their sign. Capricorn through their work, Scorpio through sex, Libra through their relationships, Sagittarius through their travels, Gemini through their words. Leos, though, it's all themselves. It's all their heart. It's all who they are. And that's why they are really creative too. So they want to create, they want to do things, and they can do it. Again, it's just doing it because it's like you, it's who you are, not because it's something that you want other people to like about you. It has to be real. And Leos, you can only be real if you get connected with yourself, get connected with who you are, and get connected with what you really feel deep inside. And access it and feel it and live through it. Your heart, basically. And people will notice you. So figure out what you love and create from there. And just be yourself. And have fun. Leos will always have fun, so I don't even have to tell you that. So that is the Leo sun sign, and thank you for watching.